Hello, friends. I'm happy to come your way this afternoon. Today I want to usher in my educational segment. We are going to talk about a very wonderful topic, and that is cloning. I believe that some of us have heard about cloning. For those of us that have not heard about cloning, okay, we are going to hear it, learn about it. What we say cloning, what exactly is cloning, or what exactly is to clone? Okay, now according to the Oxford Dictionary, the term describes a number of different processes that can be used to produce genetically identical copies of a biological entity. The copied materials, which has the same genetic makeup as the original, is then referred to as a clone. Okay, so anything that has a duplicate, that has a photocopy of it, is same as a clone. Now, to further know about cloning, let's go to cloning fact sheet. The National Human Genome Research Institute researchers have cloned a wide range of biological materials such as genes, cells, tissues, and entire organisms, such as a sheep. At one point in time, a sheep was cloned, and that sheep did very well. We have so many things that can be cloned. So the truth is, we can actually clone a number of things. Okay, and the word cloning is also used randomly for other related activities such as computer cloning, fashion cloning, etc. etc. Okay, but today I want us to talk about one important aspect of cloning. Now, three basic entities that can be cloned are plants, animals, and humans. Okay, and that's what we want to develop. In fact, we are going to dwell briefly on the human cloning. But before we do that, what is cloning? What is it used for? Why do we clone things? Okay. Now, cloning, when it comes to animals and plants, cloning allows farmers and ranchers to accelerate production of their most productive livestock in order to have better produce and then have safe and healthy food. Okay, so most farmers, most ranchers go into cloning just to ensure that their food is healthy enough, is safe enough, and then to produce in large quantity. And also, cloning helps to reduce the use of antibiotics, to minimize growth hormones, and also to minimize the use of other chemicals. That's about it when it comes to cloning in plants and animals. Now the question is, what is cloning in humans, or what is human cloning? Human cloning is the creation of genetically identical copy or a clone of a human. Okay. Now the term is generally used to refer to artificial human cloning, which is the reproduction of human cells and tissues. So when it comes to human cloning, it is when you make another person out of the original person. Okay, that is all about human cloning, and this does not refer to natural conception and delivery of identical twins. No, cloning is more or less an artificial way of producing other humans. Okay, so if you give that to twins in a normal way, as we know, is done by humans, that is not that's not cloning. We are talking about taking the chromosomes of a human and then reproducing that. That is what we are talking about. That is termed cloning. Okay. Now, cloning over the years have had controversies surrounding it. A lot of people have ethical concerns when it comes to cloning. They believe that why cloning? Why do we clone people? Is it for to change the way human beings are giving birth naturally, or for many other purposes? Of course, people feel that it's not so necessary to clone humans. And due to that, a lot of nations today regarding cloning have had to pass laws in terms of ensuring the legality of it. And so, in many countries today, cloning has become what? Illegal. You do not clone people. It has become illegal and it's against the law for you to clone humans. Okay. Now, why do I bring this topic up? Well, I actually picked cloning because we've had a lot of stories surrounding especially celebrities that were perceived to die some years back, and then somehow they popped up, started performing, doing the things that they were doing. So there were a lot of rumors that they died and somehow they were cloned and all that. So I also decided to bring this topic out for us to get to know more about cloning. Now, so first, the reason for this topic is quite informative and it leaves us with something that we don't know. Okay, and also because people believe that most of the international celebrities, most or some of the international celebrities have been cloned, then there is a need for me to talk about the topic. So I brought the topic up. Now, it is rumored that some of the celebrities that were cloned some years back were Beyonce, Britney Spears, Katy Perry, Miley Cyrus, Paul McCartney, and Avril Lavigne. It is believed that these people were cloned. It's just to mention a few, okay? But one that became very common that we all heard in 2010 that was that of Beyonce's own. We were told that Beyonce died, and at one point in time, we see her performing and all that. There were rumors that she died, and then before dying, some of her tissues were taken, her cells were taken off in order to clone her so that she would keep on doing what she was doing. Okay? But it is all alleged rumor. As to whether these are true, we cannot tell. So I also cannot ascertain for a fact that these things are true or they are just alleged rumor. But when rumors stay in the public domain for a very long time, it tends to be the true thing. So I brought it up for us to talk about. But they are all just rumor. All these things, they may not be true. But of course, cloning exists and that people we have companies that are into cloning and all that. But when it comes to the celebrities, that it was perceived that they died at one point in time and then they resurfaced because they were cloned, they are still perceived as rumor. But one interesting thing to note is that there is this guy who goes about by the name Lee Boo, and he claimed to be a second generation of human clone. He stated that he was cloned in Canada. And when he mentioned Canada, his story became quite of an interest because actually there is this American company that are into cloning and it is based in Bahamas. And this company has its branch also in Canada. And this gentleman Lee Boo claimed that he was cloned in Canada. And he gave specific details and so many things, and they were actually true when it comes to the company and all that. And so people were kind of divided as to whether he is actually a human clone or whether it's just a rumor also, or he just wanted to create a sensational something in the public domain. But of course, we still believe that most of the rumors surrounding celebrities, as I've mentioned earlier on, were just an alleged rumor. Up to now, none of the celebrities have actually come boldly to say that they were actually cloned. And some of them, yeah, truly they died, but we don't know if they were actually cloned, so we can't talk about that. But this Libu is going about saying that he is a second generation of human cloned. Well, for me, I think that probably he came up with this just to parade himself to be a human clone for the fun of it, and also to gain attention from the public domain, and probably the publicity he's getting from it is making him an icon already. So I think probably this is his main motive, and he's been able to achieve that. But don't forget, we have human beings can be cloned, although we've not up to now ascertained for facts, apart from Lebu, who came claiming that he's a cloned human. Okay, and animals and plants also can be cloned. Okay, so to put it in the layman's terms, I have again giving out a definition on cloning. When it comes to cloning, in a layman's language, cloning simply means a person or a thing that duplicates, that imitates, that simply resembles another person or thing in appearance, in function, in performance, or in style. Okay, so that's about cloning. I believe that you've enjoyed the program with me, and I believe that it has been informative enough for you. Anyway, I'll come your way again next week with another interesting episode. Watch out for next week because it's going to be a bombshell. Have a nice day. Bye bye, friends.